Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
All of today's guests, including Axel Schuster of the Whitecaps, standing by, brought to you by the Vancouver Giants, celebrating anniversary 25. Tonight, Lethbridge in town to take on the G-Men at the LEC. Puck drop 7. Saturday, Legends Night, as the Giants welcome back, as we talked about, our guest in our next segment, Gilbert Belay, along with Evander Kane. Catch a pregame hot stove featuring both in the banquet hall ahead of the 7 p.m. puck drop. Visit VancouverGiants.com for details and ticket info. Also Saturday, of course, as we just talked about at the end of our first segment, Whitecaps against LAFC. It's the MLS Western semifinal. The game is sold out, and joining us now to talk about it is Axel Schuster, Whitecaps CEO and Sporting Director. Axel, thanks for doing this. Looking good. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you guys?
Very well. Can you put into words how excited you are, not just you, but your entire organization, about Saturday night?
I don't know if I can put that in words. Also, I'm not a native speaker, so I maybe don't. I lack a few of words that I would mention here. But I think I can feel the vibe at every event where I go. Every people are running into the city, and of course in our offices here and around the team. It's something we are working for already since many years. We always said everyone we want to develop something here, and it feels like we now did a big step forward, and that shouldn't be the last step. So on Saturday we want to do the next step, and having a sold out BC Place is always special and electric. So looking forward to it.
Did you expect that, Axel, for it to be sold out?
Yeah, I'm always careful with my expectations. So I wasn't expecting it to be sold out that quickly, to be sold out at the end. But we had sold already more than 35,000 tickets at the moment when it wasn't even clear who we play, because LAFC played the day after us. So it wasn't even clear that we play LAFC. And at that time, you could already hope for it a little bit. Then yes, it's amazing. We had it against Miami when we had an amazing 2-0 win here at home in a very important game, and everyone thinks back about this, how this crowd and how this vibe in the stadium helped us to win it against a big and good team. So we hope to do this on Saturday again and electrize everyone in our team on our team for Saturday already.
Axel, we all know about Thomas Mueller, and we want to talk about him as this interview goes on. But and I know this player played in the Bundesliga. What makes Son Heung-min of the LAFC so special?
I think both of them are special in their own way, and both of them have already shown that they are great signings, not only for their clubs, also for the league. Both come and embrace the league and embrace the cities. And they're very different. Thomas is well known as one of the most successful players over the last 15 years. He has won literally every cup that you can win, including the World Cup. In the way he's playing, he's a very intelligent player. He has an own title for the way he's playing, what is like the space interpreter. That means he is finding the spaces. He is giving spaces to his teammates. So he's a player who makes every player around him better, because he helps and gives guidance, direction. He's not shy of being a leader. And even in the way he plays, he's doing this. Why Son is a player who himself can decide every game. By just getting the ball, dribbling guys, having a great finishing product. And so it's something we will be aware of. We have played Messi this year 2 times, and we could take him out of the game. We have played LAFC this year 2 times, and we have not lost against them. So it's an additional thing we are aware of, we're preparing for, but also we have added Thomas in the meantime. So I think it's pretty even from that side. So it will come down to who has the better form and who is the better team on Saturday.
Axel, whether it's hockey or football or baseball, we don't see a 3-week layoff between games and in the playoffs like we have seen here. Are you worried about the layoff and how it could affect your team?
It will affect, and it has already affected both teams. You have to know that they're both best players. Bouanga and Son have been with the national teams in Africa and Asia, so it's also from their side not ideal. So I think from that point, it's not ideal for no one, and it's coming at the right time or at the wrong time because we just had made this decision to change and switch the calendar, and that's one of the reasons. In future, we will play our playoffs in May, uninterrupted, one game after the other, and that will also be a benefit of switching the calendar. It's not ideal, but you know what? If it's balanced for both teams, or it's the same situation for both teams, then there is no advantage or disadvantage for neither team.
All right, give us a health update for your club. Gald, White, anybody else? How are you looking health-wise going into this weekend?
Yeah, Blackman.
Yeah, we always said, look, we said it before the last round when we won in 2 games against Dallas, that it would be great to make it in 2 games and not to get to a do-or-die moment, because that would give those injured players more time to come back. The moment we come to a do-or-die scenario, like on Saturday, we and the medical staff and everyone in this club will do everything to make every player available for Jesper. And it looks good that we are on track with that, and that Jesper can select from the best players we have and put the team together that we need on Saturday to win.
Axel, your club has taken the city by storm this year. It really has. And the Mueller signing is the best signing in the city in years. But the commissioner of this league was in town last week. Do you have any update on, a new stadium or, the lease at BC Place? And what did you think the commissioner and what he said to the people of Vancouver?
I would be so happy if I would have already a new update. If that would have gone so quick, then we should have asked the commissioner to come earlier into town. So, but it was I would say a good moment for the club, having the commissioner here and having all those conversations. Also to let the community, the politicians, and everyone know that the league, with their 360 overview into every club, is looking after this market as well, and making people aware of the challenges the league has with this market right now, and we are living it every day. So there's no update, but it definitely gave us good energy and a boost for our conversations. And we are not doing this. This is not a negotiation strategy. It is just making everyone aware and coming in with a very mindful and thoughtful approach about where we are ranking in this league. Where are we compared to our competitors? With those, we have to compete on the pitch as well. And I said it before. This is not throwing anyone under the bus. That's not criticizing anyone we're working with. We have good working relationships in this city and in this province, but it's just providing facts. And so if we are 7th in attendance in a year, but we are at the bottom, at the bottom end of any revenues coming out of match days, then there's definitely something wrong in the proportion of those two things. And we have to find a way that we, within the realities in Canada and in Vancouver, we at least get to average revenues when we are a top 10 team in all those performance metrics. And that's what we're working on. And now it's about finding solutions and also making people aware about those situations, but also to be open-minded for whatever the solution can be. And the commissioner's visit was definitely helpful and gave us a boost for those conversations.
Yeah, you need some more revenue from the concessions. The lease expires at the end of December. This is all part of negotiating. Hey, actually, you've been here for 6 years now. I think I've got that right. And you went through COVID, some tough times. How proud are you right now of the job? Not just you've done, but everybody in the organization, highlighted by what's going on Saturday night.
Yeah, I don't like the word proud, but I'm very, very happy for everyone in the city. I know when I came, this club was in a difficult moment, and I'm also very thankful for giving me the time to rebuild it, because I said from the beginning, we want to build and develop it, and we want to be better at the end of every year than we have been a year before. We want to make that step, and we want always to discuss that at the end of a year. And of course, this was a huge step this year, but it was one more. And so yesterday I was at an event with premium partners and suite holders, and I told them that I'm very grateful and appreciate all their support over the years, and the belief also in that what we are doing is the right thing, and that they believe in the next step that this club is doing. Saturday definitely is, it shouldn't feel like an end, because it is not. There is something else to do for next year. But it's definitely, I would say, a little plateau where we can stop for a moment, and where we can also enjoy the moment where we have come, where we are now, compared to where we have been a few years ago. And I say the one thing that makes me more happy than everything else is if I run into people, is that employees that are working for this club for a long time, fans, supporters, people in the city, and they say, look, I'm so happy because I'm again proud about this team, and I'm proud of wearing the colors and going to the office or kids into the school or whatever with wearing these colors, because that's what it is about. We want to be a community club. Soccer is, by its nature, a community club, because it's a game that is played everywhere in the world, but it's also so easy to play everywhere in every park. And so you want people to identify with their local club and being proud of their local club and feeling connected to that. And so that's the thing that makes me the most happy. And on Saturday, there will be a moment where I enjoy that as well.
You sure English isn't your first language? I think you're doing a pretty good job here, Axel.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, we appreciate it. All the best on Saturday.
Thank you very much. And I hope that everyone comes with the right energy, with joy. Hopefully you two are there to give us your energy, because this team needs all the energy from outside. I said we don't have to come to the stadium to expect them to do something spectacular. They never did. They only have to show their best performance.
Yes.
We have beat every team this year. We have beaten Miami in 2 very difficult games and matches. Both times we won. We only have to do what we have already done, and we need the energy of everyone in the building on Saturday.
Well, one of us is paying for tickets. The other guy is getting in for
Axel,
free.
I'll be watching on TV, but get your games on cable next year. Enough of this Apple stuff.
It's another issue. Focus on Saturday night. Axel, thanks for this, my friend.
Yes, let's solve one problem at a time.
Yes, there you go. Thanks, Axel. Appreciate it.